welcome to my tube. My name's Marge, I'm a Oak Empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things, and, well, you know, it's more of the same. It's another cold day, when I wake up and the house is freaking cold, and get to do stuff with cold water, and, you know, just another day in paradise, really. You know, life of a Heyoka. For me, anyway. Anyway, it's just how it is. Mercury Retrograde. You know what? Why this stuff is getting more traction? While more stuff is happening with more retrograde energy? Because more people believe in it. That's why. So, it's called collective group conscience. Yeah. You know, these are principles that are psychology, philosophy, you know, all these thinking things, but people that are down here just football, trick or treat, buying into the crap that people tell us to buy into. Yeah, when you're just down there just looking at the stuff that people are telling you to look at. I never did that. All that stuff was boring. I'm always looking up and around and going, wow, look at that. And they're always like, pay attention. Like, why? What I'm looking at up here is much more interesting what freaking teacher or freaking adult had to say. Because freaking they have their own agendas. And boy, aren't we seeing what those are today. Coming out all over the place. Politician, pervy, freaking sadist, you know. And, I could buy that. It's like, you know, what can you believe is to be true or not, you know? You know? And when I believe that people ignore a whole huge percentage of the population that they're supposed to support and, you know, take care of, you know, so they can just, people don't see the bigger picture, you know, the world ain't as big as people tell us. There aren't as many people on the planet, there's not, you know, all this stuff is just numbers that people make up. What, are you going to line everybody up on the planet and do a roll call? You know, you ain't going to get into it before people die, you know, you're going to get into it so far and people are going to start dying in the line and the numbers are off, and so people, you know, you can keep track with your census. Anyway, I'm finding I always called bullshit and I always got in trouble, and they always say, oh, you got trouble with the authority. I'm like, no, I have a problem with authority that freaking does shit because they feel like it. You know how many times I've been the example in life? You know, I got extra punishment just because people really wanted to drive home that lesson to me. Well, guess what? I've learned a lot of lessons. And you know what? One of the greatest lessons I learned is I can feel a freaking asshole. I can feel it. But you know what? When someone's an asshole, male or female, it don't matter. And it don't matter how sweet you look. It don't matter how many grandchildren you are. It don't matter how tall you are. It don't matter how high in society you are. I feel how people are. So if people are generally good people, I feel it. I want to be around them. And the rest, you just creeps, man. Creepy. There's so many creeps on this planet, and I walk around, I'm like, creep, gross, perv, sicko, wackadoo, you know? And they're like, what's wrong with you, Marge? I'm like, what's wrong with this society that's allowed so much perversion to go on, you know? And if you don't believe it to be real, you know somebody. If it isn't you, everybody knows somebody has had the perversion to take something from you without your permission. You know, even if it's a good mood. You know, it's perverse, it's sick, it's twisted. But these are the people that are running our countries and tell us to stay in line and to pay their six-figure, you know, and the gig is up. People don't got no juice left. They don't got no energy. And you know what? More people cannabis is becoming more legal. So people in that area, they're seeing how that can, you know, a plant can benefit people more than any man-made drug, and then that in itself is opening up people's realization that, oh man, big pharma is killing people, you know, it's all these drug busts with these like billions and millions of dollars of like fentanyl and stuff like that. Dude, it's you freaking upper echelons that made that stuff and put it on the street. It ain't us plain Joes down here at the baseline, you know. It ain't us. It's all you guys up there. So where's your consequence? Where's your accountability? Where's your freaking murder convictions? You know? People just keep paying out money, and money's not even backed by anything. So it's just sentiment. You know, it's sentiment to get the heat off, you know? And I can tell when people are sincerely sorry. And most people, they're not sincerely sorry. Because people that are really sorry about things, they change their behavior. And we just keep seeing the same thing over and over and over and over. And they keep raising taxes and they keep wanting more. And people have less and less. But that's alright, because then, you know, when people have less and less, they just get stressed out. A lot of people just short out, you know, they'll go out on a shooting rampage, they'll do something to get themselves in trouble. And then you know what happens? Then the state says, it costs $70,000 for this human being to live in a cage. Calm down, Benny, you're gonna go. To live in a cage, so give us all this. And then they treat them like rats that live in cages. And then you have those pervy withholding creeps that put themselves in the correction officer paradigm. Yeah, where they can freaking be sick and twisted. There's storylines that people have talked about before about the cat and the mouse, and how the cat smells fear on the mouse, and that's why it will toy with it, you know. And there are people that have that same vibrational freaking tendency, man. I wonder if they're related to Sasquatch. The lion people have that DNA in them. It don't matter. Benny, chill. I wonder. So, there's people that do that, and they put themselves in police, doctors, you know, military, freaking social services. They put themselves in all these areas where they can take advantage of people and do bargains and deals and stuff like that, you know. And it's hard for me to let people do things for me because of that. No thanks, I just assume do it myself, because a lot of times when people do nice things for you, then in their mind it's like, well, it's an inner, you know, then who knows what's in their mind, you know. People want to do things for me, that's fine. Do them. I do things for people all the time, too. But if the thing for me is, if I'm doing it and there's an expectation or something tied to that, then I suck. And I'm not doing it for pure reasons, you know. So, there's a lot of people that are experimenting more with cannabis and CBD and things like that, and they're feeling better, and it's expanding their mind. And more people are doing psilocybin and ayahuasca. That I don't ever care to do ayahuasca. I used to at one point care, but now it's just like so trendy, and these little freaking mental freaking, you know. I just don't have any desire to do ayahuasca because of the people that do it. They kind of spoiled it for me, you know. You could eat a mushroom cap and go sit on the beach, but I guess it's more fun, you know, to all that abundance that you collected from sharing your light, you know. You can fly down to Peru and freaking eat some crap and freaking trip out and tell some people, you know, what you believe in. Maybe they'll believe in it, maybe or not, but it don't matter. It don't matter what the experience does. But at some point, people need to come to the realization that your mind is expansive. And your mind, and the thing of it is people see things when they're on hallucinogenics, things like that, and they're like, just the fact that they can see that is a reckoning in them that they can't, you know, that they might not ever absolve, because they never believed anything outside themselves, you know. So when you're told time and time again, you know, that this is how things are, and then when you see that you're, you know, freaking fairies and stuff melting and all this stuff, you know, and everything you're seeing is what your mind's telling you, and people aren't voting very well with that. But hopefully, more people will wake up to a more in-lined, I don't peaceful, whatever, man. I just want people to freaking get on the same page about stuff. You know, there's all this, I'm, you know, astrology and this and that and this and that, and they're not tying it all together, and that's freaking annoying. I'm waiting for more people like that tie it all together. But I'm super fired up, and Mercury goes into retrograde today, and, you know, we're never gonna know if stuff starts glitching because Mercury in retrograde, or if or if it's because we think things are gonna start glitching and we make it happen. You know, possibilities are endless. We're not gonna have all the data, all the information on any subject to 100% prove that it and verify that it's true or not. All we can do is assess the data in any situation, and if something is mostly good for us at this point, go with it, and if it's mostly bad, don't, you know, because ain't nothing is freaking all good and all bad, and if people are looking for their 100%, it ain't there. It ain't there. So if you're holding out for that, it ain't there. But I think more people are starting to look at astrology, so it's making this stuff stronger, and their beliefs in it stronger, and so it's giving attention on things, and what people look at grows and focuses. I just really want people to look more at love, community, you know, enough abundance for everybody, because it ain't right to have so few, or so many with so little, and so few with so much. So welcome to the days of balance and calibration, and hope you're faring well. You know, these things aren't half as rough and tough to go through if you got freaking a support system, you know. I know how hard it is to not have one. I don't. Everything I did by myself. Yep, you know. And trying to navigate and stuff through life, take care of mom, and trying to piece of joy. You know, at this point, all I'm doing is focusing on these videos, really, pretty much. Just trying to freaking stay warm today. So, anyway, keep your gratitude. Take the good, leave the rest. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.